From Jeff Merrick, sounds like the Flyers get a first and 2 seconds in this deal that Elliotte Friedman is reporting on. So I guess for Jeff Merrick, he means the first and 2 seconds, 1 second, and Helge Grans, who was a second. That's what we're looking at right now. Shyla, welcome to the Grab Gang. That's what I would believe right now. But yeah, it looks like the Flyers will be getting a pretty solid haul for Provorov, man. Pretty solid haul. What do you think the return for Kuzi would be? Love your concept, by the way. Thank you, Wom. I mean, I don't think it'll be too crazy considering how big his cap hit is. At least if the Caps want to give away all of that. But I would say like maybe like a solid, decent prospect, like a mid-tier prospect. Did they actually trade Hart? I saw that Provorov news. Alfies, yes, it's getting reported that they're working on a Carter Hart trade. And let me pull it up for you guys. This is from David Pagnotta. Flyers are also working in a trade involving goaltender Carter Hart. It's not at the finish line like the Provorov deal, but Philly is actively on it, as Andy DeMarco reported. Let me actually get a poll in the chat right now out of like the top candidates on where you guys actually see Carter Hart going. Where does Carter Hart get traded to? All right, let's go. Let's put Ottawa. Let's put Buffalo. Let's put Montreal. Ugh, I can't even spell anything right now. I'm all flustered. I'm all flustered, man. And then let's put Toronto for fun. All right, new poll going in the chat. Let us know down below, where do you guys think Carter Hart will end up? Because we got so many different possibilities right now. It's kind of going crazy. Ooh, wait a second. Wait a second. Watch Edmonton here from James Basco, who writes for the Philadelphia Flyers on Flyers Nitty Gritty. Edmonton potentially in a Carter Hart trade? What are we thinking, y'all? Edmonton? That would be crazy. Especially if Jack Campbell were to go. I mean, this would be insanity. Do we see the Oilers? Do we see the Oilers getting Carter Hart? Oh boy. Oh boy. Grab stars at a thing? I saw. Boring though. Hey, Kerr with the 220. It's Spectric. What's the confirmed trade? So right now, Provorov to Columbus for a first, second, and Grans to Philadelphia alongside Peterson and Sean Walker. LA will be retaining 30% on the Provorov deal. Thank you, Spectric, for the 220. DeBrincat? I mean, DeBrincat would be wild. Thank you, Kurt. Slash Spectric, my man. Do you think Hart could go to the Pens? Absolutely not. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, the Flyers would be fine trading in the division if in a Provorov situation, but they're not. They're not trading it with the Penguins. Dan, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Grab Gang, King. Oh man. Okay, let me see here because apparently Jeff Merrick has more. Sounds like the Flyers are getting a first and 2 seconds in the deal. A first and second from Columbus, along with a second from LA. So again, I feel like it's got to be Grans, unless it's. Wait. So. Wait. So a first and a second from Columbus. That's different than what we were told. We were told that it would be a first and a second from LA and Helge Grans. Is it a first and a second from Columbus and a second from LA and Helge Grans? Because if it's Grans, a first and 2 seconds, that is wild. There's no way it's that crazy, right? Like, I feel like that's the most, like, that would be crazy. That would be, I would think, an amazing haul for Philadelphia. Like, pretty amazing. Yes, all the donations go to the Vail Fund for August, and it's gonna be fun. Cannot wait for that. I went to Colorado. If you guys knew about a week ago, or I guess in the last 2 weeks, I was in Colorado, so that was why I had the different setup visiting my girlfriend Callie, and it was just such a blast. But I'm so excited to go back. I need it right now. But honestly, all the craziness in this offseason is gonna be. I just hopefully we can get it all out of the way. Jordan within 3. Ducks could be a dark horse for Hearts. I mean, it depends if they trade Gibson, obviously. It seems like he might want to go out, but it would be interesting. I mean, they got a super young team. Hart would be pretty wild there. And I think he would want to re-sign there for sure. Thank you, Jordan, for the 3. I mean, I could definitely see it. I don't know, man. This is going to be... I'm kind of... I don't know what we would see. I mean, the Ducks would be kind of wild. Is this real? So this is from a writer from Flyers Nation. Hearing Carter Hart will be traded to the LA Kings. The deal is just waiting to be finalized. Huh? The LA Kings going after Carter Hart? Oh my goodness. No way. No way. Looks like Carter Hart is going to be going to LA. I mean, they got rid of the Cal Peterson contract, so it makes sense. It makes sense. I feel like the Kings are a really interesting destination. I mean, they got Copley, they got Korpisalo as a UFA, but their goaltending is kind of all over the place. Hart would be wild. Jonathan with the 279 just got off work. What is going on? Jonathan, Provorov to Columbus for a first, I guess 2 seconds, and Grons, as well as Peterson and Walker to the Flyers, and LA is retaining salary on the Provorov deal. So they get rid of a lot of cap. LA gets rid of a lot of cap. Philadelphia trades Provorov to Columbus, and right now it looks like Carter Hart is going to be going to LA, which would be wild, okay? Absolutely wild. Also from Daily Faceoff, deal looks like Provorov to Columbus, Philadelphia receives Peterson, Walker, Grants, a first and a second round pick, and LA retains 3% of Provorov's contract and sheds Peterson's contract. So I guess there was no second round pick? I'm not sure. Yes, the Sharks will end up last place next year. The Pacific is loading up. I mean, the Sharks are going to be in a bad spot, yeah. Thoughts on Cole Caulfield's contract extension? Another Matt Hughes masterclass. I agree, Zahal. Absolutely. Pittsburgh will either have Gibson or Jari next year. I mean, the Penguins are also another team that is going to be in on a goaltender. I mean, we know how much they are just scrambling for one, so we'll see. Also from Daily Faceoff, Columbus is expected. Let me refresh this real quick. Philadelphia is also expected to receive Columbus's 2023 second round pick. So another second on top of that. So basically what Philadelphia receives for getting rid of Ivan Provorov and bringing in Peterson, as well as just acquiring Sean Walker, is Helge Grans, a first rounder, 22nd overall, 2023 second round pick, and Columbus's 2023 second round pick. Columbus's 2023 second round pick is humongous. I mean, that's like what? Like 36th overall or something. It would be pretty high up. That's an amazing trade for the Philadelphia Flyers, man. Can we let us know, W and L, that trade for the Philadelphia Flyers? I think it's a dub. That's incredible. Feels good to be a Flyers fan right now. Slay, they're going crazy right now. I feel like that is such a huge W for the Flyers. For Provorov, like he's been just meh at best in a big role for the Philadelphia. That is a great trade for them. Ben Hendricks and JC, thank you so much for subbing. Okay. Major W for the Philadelphia Flyers. As a Kings fan, this clears the space for Gavrikov deal. Grants is a really solid prospect. Yeah, Grants is solid. I would say that's the best way to describe him. He's just a solid prospect. Oh gosh, I just slapped my mic. Oh man, Philly, what a trade. What a trade. I am so happy for Flyers fans right now, guys. I am so happy for Flyers fans. They deserve something good, man. They deserve something good. Wise, welcome to the Grab Gang. Sorry, guys, just had to answer my very beautiful girlfriend. Fletcher could never. Fletcher would never do this. No, Fletcher would never trade out on Provorov in the first place. He'd go after like Eric Branson or something instead. And that would be just Chuck Fletcher in a nutshell. Habs should go for either Hellebuyck or Hart. I feel like Hart is a much better option for them. I don't feel like the Habs should go for a 30-year-old. You know, like he's just too old for them. I feel like. DJ Parkstar, almost at 280 likes. True, Patrick. We're right now 20 likes away from 300, guys. If you're enjoying the hype, if you're enjoying the updates, hit that like button if you haven't already. We're going to be here trying to break down all of these different trades. So you'll want to stick around and subscribe if you're new for all the hockey content throughout the offseason. We'd love to have you here. And it's going to be insane, y'all. We've already had so much happen this afternoon. We could be in store for some more. I mean, Philadelphia's been so active already. And I'm here for it. I am friggin' here for it. Just got home from school and I saw this. Brennan, welcome to the stream, King. So what's the rumors on Carter Hart? Right now, Philadelphia is active on a trade for him. We don't know what team's going after him yet, but there's a lot of opportunities for him. A lot of opportunities for trades. I mean, there's so many teams out there that could bring him on, especially since he only has a one-year deal. Do you think the Islanders trade, let's go Varley or Mayfield? I think Varlamov would be a pretty interesting addition or a pretty interesting subtraction for the Islanders. I mean, he has 1 year. He's a UFA, so he'll already be gone. But I know about the Mayfield potential. I mean, I think he's a guy that will also be gone as well. I don't see them re-signing. Philadelphia is going full on rebuild, as they should, Leafs fan, as they should, man. It's been far too long since the Flyers have gone in that direction, and they've just been trying to just keep being the most mediocre team in the NHL, and it has never worked, obviously. So I feel like the Flyers, Danny Briere, is bringing some new life to this team finally, and I really hope that it's a full fire sale. Like, the Flyers need to be one of the worst teams in the NHL over these next 3 years. Just horrible. Like, that should be the plan. That should be the plan. No, stop trying to be the 21st best team in the NHL. It's just never going to work for you. Mike, thank you so much for subscribing, as well as John. So what's LA's role in this fill? So they get rid of Sean Walker and Peterson, and they retain 30% on Provorov. So they get rid of a lot of contracts, which will likely be make them be able to re-sign Gavrikov and maybe go after a goaltender like Hart or Hellebuyck in the future. I feel like I'm being trolled right now. Daft, no, this is a real trade happening right now. What are your thoughts on DeBrincat going to LA as well? Arvidsson has 1 year left, and other young forwards like Turcotte, Kaliev, and Anderson Dolan won't get enough ice time in LA. DeBrincat would be really fascinating. I feel like that type of goal scorer could be exactly what they need. The price would be fascinating. I don't know what they would give up, but I think LA is a good fit on paper for DeBrincat for sure. Oh, man. I can't believe what's going on right now. Yeah, apparently Edmonton might be in on Carter Hart. We'll see what happens. Oh, man. I feel like Edmonton would just kind of be just wild to think about with Carter Hart. How does this affect DeBrincat in the Sens? Well, it looks like DeBrincat will be traded either way, Drew, so we'll see. Just announced, yeah, the Frederick Carlson deal. So is Carter Hart traded? It looks like, and they're working on a deal right now.
It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
Frank, thank you so much for subbing. His trade is weird. The Provorov trade, yeah. I mean, we have no idea what's going to happen. No idea what's going to happen. This is hype, but man, can we just re-sign Timo Meier already? I mean, the Devils definitely need to, for sure. How does this affect Rob Blake's legacy? I mean, he'll likely do some pretty big things because of this deal. We'll see, though. Only reason I'd say not Montreal's Briere might be salty not having been picked as GM. If that's gonna prevent him from making deals as a GM, then why is he the GM? You know, Savak's if the best trade is with the Montreal Canadiens, he'd be smart to do it. Like, that's just it. By the way, in the poll right now, we got 800 votes. Where does Carter Hart get traded to? 40% of you guys are saying Carter Hart is going to go to Montreal. 29 say Ottawa, 17% say Buffalo, and 14 say Toronto. Vote in that poll if you guys haven't already. Let us know where you guys think Carter Hart is going to end up. Could it be another team? Could it be Edmonton? Could it be a St. Louis? We talked about St. Louis a little bit before. Chris, thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, let's see. Anything else here? Okay, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I have a feeling that we might get it pretty soon here, though. It looks like, did Daily Faceoff delete that tweet with the second rounder? Oh no, they just put it in a quote tweet. Okay, there we go. There we go. That makes a little more sense. I was about to say if they deleted the tweet with the next second round, I was about to say is the trade changing again? Hart trade probably in a bidding war. Yeah, right now, Kate, it looks like I have a feeling that there's a few teams in on Carter Hart right now, and because of this Provorov trade, we're seeing everybody dive deep into it. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It would not surprise me at all. Let us know though, what are your final predictions for a Carter Hart trade? I'm still gonna say Ottawa, but I don't know. Could it be a team like Anaheim? We'll have to see. Sam Ersson is low-key good. Erston's solid. I feel like for the Flyers, they'll be. I mean, they could have him as a pretty good stopgap, honestly. Between him and whoever they end up going up. I don't know if he'd be starter quality. That's the thing, but who knows? Honestly, Bransford a pick for Hart? No, definitely not, Joshua. Definitely not. Make to bring it a Flyer. Eric, I don't see how the. I mean. I will say, I would say on paper, I really didn't think the Flyers would be a team to trade for DeBrincat, but maybe, Daniel Briere from at least the Alan Provorov trade seems to be different. So maybe he brings in a player like Alex DeBrincat. That would be fun. That would be fun. We need to trade. Hurry up, Philly. Truebull. Can we get some Hart hype in the chat, guys? Everybody, I want to see in all caps, Hart hype so we can get this trade officially done, guys. Hart hype. I want to see that in the chat. Hart hype. Everybody. Super Gamer DX with a 5. This feels just like the Carter Richards trades and both teams involved, or Columbus and LA again. True. That's a good callback, Super Gamer. I like that. Thank you for the dono, Super Gamer. Love ya. And I mean, it does make sense. Is Hart getting traded right now? It seems like he's going to get traded today. Well, it's just a matter of when it's going to happen, you know? But he's getting actively shopped. Teams are looking in on him, and it's right now looking like a bidding war. So we'll have to see what happens. But it's looking like a wild trade saga right now. Not just with the Ivan Provorov deal, but potentially Carter Hart on top of it too. We're gonna see. Noah saying Greg Wyshynski said something. Interesting. Okay, so some new news on the Ivan Provorov deal here. In the Ivan Provorov deal, the Flyers get Sean Walker, Cal Peterson, the 22nd overall pick this summer, a second rounder from LA, and a conditional second round draft pick in either 2024 or 2025 from the Blue Jackets. So, no Helge Grans? No Helge? No Helge? Is it Helge Grans? I can't remember how to pronounce it, even though I've watched him multiple times. So maybe no Helge a part of this deal. I mean, it's still a good trade either way, I would say. Because, I mean, you get 2 second-round picks. You get a second rounder from LA and a conditional second-round pick in either 2024 or 2025. So that's big. It's not a second-round pick this year. It's not a second-round pick this year. So if it was this year's draft, it would have been like 34 or 35. Now, I don't think Columbus is going to be all that good in the next couple of years either, but it might be a little bit better slightly. But that's still a W trade. That's still a W trade for me. The reports are all different, true. Right now, just waiting for the official trade call. It's gonna be a doozy though. It's gonna be a real doozy. Trevor with the 5. As a Flyers fan, I feel like this is pointless. Also, why the heck do we always trade with LA and Columbus? It's very weird, isn't it? I mean, I think for the Flyers, it's not useless if they go in a rebuilding direction like they should have always gone in, Trevor. Because they've really needed that for a while. They really need to just go full fire sale, rebuild, bring up a bunch of young guys all at the same time, and just make it happen. Thank you for the dono, though, Trevor. Appreciate it. I think this will work out, though, for the Flyers. So far, Briere seems to have a pretty good vision for what Philly needs to do. Cardo Main, thank you so much for subbing. As well as Kitten. Montreal doesn't have any decent players to put in a trade. I would totally disagree, Bob. I mean, they got players that go in Beck, who could be first-round caliber, I believe. It just depends on what Philadelphia wants. How much depth do they want in this trade? You know, that might be a big part of things. This is weird though. Potentially no Helge a part of this trade. We were told that Helge Grans could be a part of it, but we'll see. Hockey from home, what's going on? I would trade with Calgary. Provorov is Gavrikov's replacement. Yeah, I would rather have Gavrikov though if I'm Columbus, but again, Provorov is obviously locked down a little bit more. Did Columbus give up too much for Provorov? I would say so. Especially consider, I mean, they needed defense, but Provorov's problem was that he was getting way too many minutes in Philadelphia and was getting absolutely shelled. Absolutely shelled. And there's no way to beat around the bush. Absolutely shelled these past few years. What position is Columbus going to put him where he's not shelled, you know? Like, he's probably going to be alongside Orensky, and it's like, you're going to get shelled. He's probably going to be in that first pairing, and he's probably going to get shelled. And I just don't... I feel like they needed to put him in like a Hampus Lindholm type role where he's that middle pairing type of like power play guy. I don't know. Something that's not like 25 minutes a night like he got in Philadelphia. He needed to get a little bit of rest. And for him, I think, to reach that talent, I just don't know if that's going to happen in Columbus, really. Why are we trading Hart? Grab, what's the motive? We'll see, me middle Mike. I mean, it depends on what the trade will also be. We'll have to find that out, obviously, but it's going to be wild. If Hart was going to Edmonton, would their chances long-term, including with the cup, improve? Oh, yeah, Duke. Not even a question. Absolutely. Over the goaltending they have now? Yeah. As a Rangers fan, I'm hoping we don't hear anything about the near future, because that would mean Count Hines, I fear. Yeah, no John Hines, please. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, Jay, that is true. Juracek will be coming up, but again, how soon will that be? And how soon will be a top pairing guy, you know? Because I think Juracek will eventually be maybe that type of like second guy that could be alongside Orensky and could be that kind of defensive guy, but how quick will that come? Will that come before Provorov's deal expires? He has 2 more years left in his contract. There is 1K plus on the stream and only around 350 likes, so everyone hit that like button. True Bolt! Let's get to 500 right now, guys. We're at 350. We got 1,300 people here. There are so many people that haven't hit that like button, so hit that like button if you're enjoying the hype. If you're enjoying the updates, make sure you do it if you haven't already so we can get more people in here and get the party going. Gregory the 550 with this move by Columbus. It looks like they want to win now. That's 3rd overall pick. Could be up for grabs to get them a 1 seed. I mean, I don't know if they'll trade that 3rd overall pick, but it would be interesting. I mean, I think they're definitely going to go for a player like Leo Carlsson. There's no chance they go for a player like a Matvei Michkov now just because of how long I think he'd take. And that's also why I think I see them taking Leo Carlsson instead of even a player like Will Smith, is just because I feel like Will Smith's a lot more of a project. Leo Carlsson will be a lot more NHL ready for sure. Like, that's not even a question. Gravity, your cave. Kent, are you going with Michkov or Safer? Michkov. I look at what the Habs are like right now, and I like Suzuki and Caulfield, but they need more on that top end. They need more on that top end alongside Slavkovsky. And sure, I mean, like, the best way to put it for me is that there's only so many Matvei Michkovs if they hit. You could find a David Reinbacher in a lot of different drafts, a lot of different free agencies. And I feel like Reinbacher's, I don't really see him being a cider at all. I don't think he's up to that level. But like a Maurice Cider light, I would say. I feel like you could find that pretty easy. Not easily, obviously, because I would say he's going to be a middle pairing, maybe fourth guy. But I feel like with Michkov, if he pops, you have so much more to like. There's so much more potential. And Montreal is fine to wait that long for him when it is 3 years. Do you think Michkov will be available at 5 for Montreal? Yes, I do. What else is waiting for the Winnipeg fire sale? I think that's when things will really get wild. I'm giddy for that, honestly. But we'll see what happens here. The Carter Hart trade is still in flux. We're still kind of getting the final details on the Ivan Provorov deal as well and the conditions on that deal. So stick around, guys. We're likely to get that pretty soon. And Trevor coming in with a 5 again. I agree, we need to fire sell like crazy, but I feel like there's other players we need to move on. Looking at you, Hayes and JVR. Oh, don't worry. It seems like Hayes will also be a part of that. Fire sale. It'll depend on what they actually get back, because I mean, he does have that term. He has $7.1 million for the next 3 seasons, which is yikes, which is a big yikes. We'll see what they can actually get. Unless they have some heavy salary retention, I don't think they're going to get much in that deal. But also JVR is a UFA too, so you won't have to worry about that. What do the Islanders do with Josh Bailey? Hopefully trade him. Spicy hot take, but Montreal picks Dvorsky at 5th overall with the Slovak connection. And wouldn't surprise me. It shouldn't be their pick at all. It would be horrible, but it's probably going to be it. If you're in Montreal, what elements would you include in a package for deal for Hart? I'd go that Florida first and Owen Beck. If you're able to sign Hart long term, I think it's worth it for Montreal for sure. But thank you again, Trevor, for the dono. Appreciate you, man. And thank you for all the donos so far, everybody. TJ came in with some big donos. Trevor's coming in with some big donos. Thank you, everybody, so far that's come in and to support the stream so far. We're at 412 likes. You guys have been killing it. And we'll see what happens next. Still a lot more to come here, though. On the Ivan Provorov front, we still don't have the official trade call, which is wild. We still have a lot more to go for that. So all the details we discussed right here in this stream, so you will not want to go anywhere. Auto bottom cooking some grub, so I got time to wait. I really like Hart. True. We got a lot of time to wait. Why would Hart go to Montreal? I mean, he has no choice if he's getting traded, but Montreal's a pretty good future prospect-wise, so he might want to be there. But, I mean, maybe he doesn't. The problem is what team would he want to actually go to? There's, I think, very few teams that could afford to bring him in prospect-wise that could also have a great team around him. I mean, maybe Carolina? Hart Kochachov tandem? What do we think about Carolina? I didn't even really think about that. I was just trying to think about good teams with good prospect pools. Carolina has their first 2 picks in this draft. They have Philadelphia's pick in the 2nd next year, and their 3rd this year. Carolina would be wild. Imagine going from Philadelphia's defense to Carolina's defense. Imagine. New Jersey is a sleeper contender. Yeah, I think it also depends on if they are able to sign him long term too. Canes fan here, probably not in our heart. Our issue is goal scoring and finishing. That's true, but then again, it could still be a huge offseason for them outside of that. I mean, they got a ton of cap space. You got to realize that the Canes have tons of cap space. Right now, they got a projected $24 million in cap space, and Hart would he'd eat less than $4 million of that, so they'd still have a lot carried over. Trevor with the 2, Hart to Seattle. Hart would be fun in Seattle for sure. Thank you, Trevor, for another dono, man. Appreciate it. I mean, the only problem that comes up is Seattle's goalies already, because you got Grubauer there, of course, who signed for the next 4 seasons at 4.9. Unless they get rid of Grubauer, I don't know how they'd be able to make it happen. I mean, they have the cap for it, but how could they? I don't know how they approve of having that much in their tandem, you know? As would be interesting, but I feel like they're gonna keep. I think they're gonna keep Georgiev around as their guy, especially at 3.4 million. I think they'll keep that and try to build around that. Hot take: the Red Wings. I don't know. I don't feel like the Red Wings would fit just because of how much they've already put into Ville Husso. I mean, when you look at what Ville Husso is making, I mean, he's making 4.75 for the next 2 seasons. Not as locked up as maybe Grubauer is, but could be still the same type of situation. I feel like they might want to build around Husso, maybe get a better backup. I'm not sure, but they're in a weird spot too. All right, let's see. I haven't refreshed in a while, so we'll see what happens here. Nothing yet. Let me try to find this. There we go. Nothing new yet. Nothing new yet, y'all. Where have you seen the Deal in Darkness? Time to embrace the rebuild. True, Adam. So true. Oh, from Puck Report? Let me see. Let me see here. Oh, okay. It is. It is. So, from Puck Report, we get the official Ivan Provorov trade. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Put some W's in the chat if you guys are ready. To Columbus, Ivan Provorov. The Kings get 30% retention, or retain 30% of salary on Ivan Provorov's deal. They get Hayden Hodgson and Kevin Connaughton, 2 AHL guys. The Flyers get the 2023 first, which is LA's 22nd overall. 2024-2025 conditional second from Columbus. Cal Peterson, Sean Walker, Helge Grant, and a 2024 second from LA. What a dub for the Flyers, man. What a dub for the Flyers. That is exceptional. That is exceptional. Getting Grant in that deal too is exceptional, man. That is brilliant. Holy. Get some W's in the chat for the Flyers. That is incredible. I did not know they were going to get Grant in that deal at the end. They do. That is incredible for the Philadelphia Flyers, man. That is incredible for the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm not the biggest fan of Provorov, but even if you are, like, that's still incredible. You get a first, you get 2 seconds, you get Grant, you get a pretty solid defenseman in Sean Walker, an overpaid defenseman, sure, but the Flyers aren't caring about that. He can play decent defensively. And Cal Peterson, who won't be anything most likely, but still has done decent in the NHL in the past. But even just the pure pick assets are great, and Sean Walker, Helge Grans, those are 2 solid additions. That is a W for the Philadelphia Flyers, man. That is a pure, simple W. Can we get some Breer hype in the chats? Gab, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Grab Gang King. Let me see where we're at subscriber-wise right now. We're at 68,540. Thank you for all the new subs coming in. Appreciate you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Every bit helps, and we'd love to have you here for the long haul. All throughout the offseason, we're going to be making daily hockey content on trades and everything, so make sure you guys stick around. Make sure you guys stick around. Don't sleep on Peterson. He had a really off year, but it turned out it was more than possible. It's possible. I wouldn't expect it, but it is possible. I just think he's kind of cooked. Personally, I think he's kind of cooked. Just a little bit cooked. So from Elliotte Friedman, the Blue Jackets also tweeting, it is officially official, y'all. It is officially official, the deal. From the Blue Jackets, they have made the Ivan Provorov trade official. Gregory, thank you so much for subscribing. But yeah, Provorov is officially going to Columbus in a humongous 3-team trade. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And again, like we've seen before, these are the trade details. Oh, looks like Kevin Connaughton's going to the Blue Jackets, so I guess AHL depth for them, and a little bit of defensive depth. So there you go, y'all. There you go. These are the official details. Huge trade between the Blue Jackets, Flyers, and Kings. Trevor with the 10. Dog, that's the first good trade we've done in years. I'm in shock. Being a Philadelphia fan is rough. The Flyers and Sixers too. The Eagles are dogs, though. True, Trevor. Thank you so much to the 10, man. Love you. And good luck to the Flyers, man. Looks like Briere starting off his tenure as GM with a bang. with a bang, man. Love to see that. I'm so happy for Flyers fans, man. If there's any fan base out there that desperately needs something, literally anything, it's the Flyers. So I'm happy for y'all. This is a fantastic trade. Such a good trade. Such a good trade, man. We got 436 likes right now. Boys, we are 14 away from 450. Let's hit that like button if you haven't already. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, enjoying the updates, this is the place to be. Subscribe if you guys are new. Holy, what a trade for the Philadelphia Flyers. What a trade for the Philadelphia Flyers, man. So happy for them. Stars. Unreal. Nathan, I'm so happy right now. Go Flyers. Good for y'all, Nathan. Good for y'all. Love to see that, man. Love to see that for them. Also from Jeff Merrick, small note on the trade, Sean Walker and Morgan Frost are quite close and skate together in the summer. There you go. So some connections being established by the Philadelphia Flyers. Man, this was a pure homework deal by Danny Briere. I mean, I don't know if it was by accident or not, but if it was on purpose, then that is a pure homework deal, man. I mean, Morgan Frost just had a great, solid breakout year this last season. Hopefully, he's a big part of that team for the future. Sean Walker, solid D. Will likely maybe a fifth guy for them, maybe even a fourth guy on Philly's defense. That's a solid homework deal by the Philadelphia Flyers, man. Love to see that. Love to see that. All right, so I think we're still waiting on the conditions on that second round pick. That is Columbus's. That's in either 2024 or 2025. So I guess we're still waiting on that. That's the only real thing on the Ivan Provorov deal that we're waiting for. Or hasn't been confirmed. Let me just check real quick. Just in case. Just in case. Maybe did the Blue Jackets put out the conditions on the website, possibly? It doesn't look like it.
It's only a game.
Martin, thank you so much for subscribing. It doesn't look like the Flyers have put out the conditions either. Details. I'm trying to figure this out for you guys real quick. Give me a second. Columbus must... Okay, so I think this is it. Columbus must inform Philadelphia which year they elect to trade, 2024 or 2025, immediately following the first round of the 2024 NHL draft. So that's the conditions. So Columbus gets the choice to either send Philadelphia the 2024 or 2025 second round pick immediately following the first round of the 2024 NHL draft. So we will know after that draft which second rounder Philadelphia will end up getting. So it'll either be 2024 or 2025, but it's Columbus's choice, which is fine. That's kind of what I was expecting. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Carl Dumont, welcome to the member gang. Appreciated. Thank you so much for the love. Welcome, my man. Great to have you. Great to have you. But yeah, those conditions aren't too bad. Those conditions aren't too bad. Oilers are in on Hart. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Beware, Briere. That's a nice one right there, Matt. I like it. I like it. So yeah, I would say. I mean, either way, I don't think the Flyers are going to get a bad pick in that second round. I don't think even by 2025 the Blue Jackets will be all that good. I would say like at the very worst, that's like maybe like the 10th pick in the second round. You know, I think either way you're getting a pretty solid second. So pretty solid second rounder, Helge Grans, a first rounder, Peterson, Walker, not too bad for the Flyers. Shawnee Hockey, welcome to the member gang as well. A couple of new members coming in. Appreciate you both. Great to have it. Both Carl and Shawnee. Welcome to the member gang, you two. We got 1,200 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Love y'all so much, and it's great to have you guys coming in and doing so much for this stream. It's been an absolute blast, and just being able to watch all this happen in real time has been just so much fun. It's been so much fun. IKHL, welcome to the Ground Gang. Thank you so much for subbing. Whew. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So pretty good trade though overall. Grab if Hart goes to Edmonton, could Yamamoto go to Philadelphia? I don't know why. I mean, if maybe the Flyers are going to continue with their cap dumps, I'm not sure, but maybe. Also from GM Kekalainen on the Blue Jackets, improving our blue line has been a priority for us, and acquiring Avon gives us an established left shot defenseman who is still a young player with his best seasons in front of him. He immediately improves our group on defense as he's durable, has great skills, skates well, is an excellent passer with an accurate shot, and can effectively play at both ends of the ice. I gotta say, that's a really optimistic view of Ivan Provorov. Now, here's the thing. Notice how he didn't say anything about his defensive game. Plays well at both on the ends of the ice. Sure, buddy. Sure. Now, I think the problem is it's an upgrade, I think, for their defense, but in what way? Like, to me, Gavrikov was a better defenseman, and they traded him, you know? So I really don't see this moving the needle too much for the Blue Jackets. I still think they'll probably be in the basement in the Metro next year. Yeah. I don't know. I think in general, this is just an L for the Blue Jackets, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion.